Good afternoon. I'm Ken Germain. I am currently of counsel to Wood, Herron & Evans in Cincinnati. It's an all-IP intellectual property law firm. And I'm also happy to be the Distinguished Senior Fellow in connection with the Law and Informatics program at the NKU Chase College of Law. So I'm here today to talk about a doctrine called dilution, D-I-L-U-T-I-O-N. But I have to step back for a minute and tell you first that most trademark law isn't about dilution. Most of it's about likelihood of confusion. The basic concept being that a senior user doesn't want a junior user of the same or a similar trademark to give the misimpression to the consuming public that the junior is or is connected to the senior. So as an example, Kodak, famous for cameras and film and stuff like that, would not only want to stop another company from using Kodak for cameras and film, but also for developing photo albums, photo paper, light meters. But there must be some end to this, and there is. So for example, Kodak bananas. There's no way under likelihood of confusion doctrine that Kodak can stop Kodak bananas. This is where a new doctrine, relatively new, called dilution might come in. So starting as early as 1948, Massachusetts and then other states, by statute, because there was no common law, so-called decisional law on this, started passing laws to prohibit the use by a junior party of the same famous mark as the senior one, even though the goods were remarkably different. So it kind of recognized a property right in the senior's trademark. And keep in mind, a trademark like Kodak is worth billions of dollars. I didn't say millions. I purposely said billions. Well, the federal government, didn't get in this act until 1995 when it passed Federal Trademark, FTDA, Federal Trademark Dilution Act of 95, took effect a year later. And that act said that conduct by a junior party that, quote, statutory language, causes dilution, end quote, was actionable and could be prohibited and enjoined. So what I'm going to tell you about is an experience that I had in connection with applying and interpreting this act, and I'm going to do it by borrowing from an old friend, a very old friend, in fact someone I never really met, but you'll get the idea pretty soon. So this is an original script, copyrighted by me, by the way, and it's entitled, Something is Rotten in the State of Kenmark. Kenmark, okay? Cemetery. Alas, poor Vorik. I knew her well, Horatio. We were friends at the palace. Of course, her real name wasn't Vorik. It was a secret that only a few knew, until she went public with it. Her true name was Victoria. Indeed, we used to whisper, Victoria's secret. Why, Horatio, I used to watch her parade in slinky garments on palace runways. What a sight to behold. And now, look what's left. Just a skull and a remarkably well-preserved gown. From, of course, Victoria's Secret. Let me recall, Horatio, Victoria was dominant, unchallenged, until Master Victor Moseley, Earl of E-Town, commenced his Victor's Little Secret campaign. Of course, Victoria opposed this intrusion into her exclusive domain, so she amassed her forces for the royal battle, Victoria. I spoke out publicly at Little Victor's outrageous conduct, taking the fight right to the people. But then, 2 knights of Elville pressed me with an alternative approach, Plan V. I resisted, telling them my great allegiance to Victoria, but they promised me treasure if I would join their forces against her. They told me her quest was delusion, D-E-L-U-S-I-O-N, rather than dilution, D-I-L-U-T-I-O-N. and they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So I joined their ranks, saying, "Victoria, Victoria, smiling, damned Victoria." And truly, after a short while, the true light shone. 'Twas dilution, not delusion. You get the idea. So the battle was taken from Elville in a land called Ohio to Washville in the land of D of C. We three fought against all odds. Victoria was flanked by AIPLA, American Intellectual Property Law Association, ABA, American Bar Association, INTA, International Trademark Association, and other noble and powerful supporters. We fought on valiantly. Sorry, Victoria. Oh well. The final battle was before 9 black-robed arbiters who queried, "Delusion? Dilution?" At one point during the proceeding, I thought to myself, "Fie on it." Actually, it wasn't fie on it. It was tie on it. This is the actual tie that I wore that fateful day. Alas, some months later, the ninesome declared the victor to be little Victor, and Victoria skulked away in our minds, never to be seen again. Aye, but there's another tale yet to be told. It's entitled Return of Victoria's Secret. But you have to come back next term for that.